There's a gay who gayed so hard he's gay.
My favorite! My favorite! There's a gay that gayed so hard he's gay. Alright guys, that's the end of the video.
That's the video. No, here we go. Alright, 3, 2. There is a type of Japanese beef that is so popular, there's a 30-year wait list. Have you heard of this?
It's probably like, you already have Kobe beef, and it's probably the Kobe of the Kobe beef.
It is frozen Kobe beef in croquette form.
Oh, wow.
Asahiya, which is a family-run butcher shop in Takasago City.
Holy shit.
He's like, help.
Oh, Asahiya. Yeah.
Asahiya.
Asahiya family run. Takasago City in Western Japan, Hyogo Prefecture.
Yeah.
If you ever want to stump Steve, we make him read some
30
Japanese shit.
years?
What's that word?
Sensation.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so
A croquette, yeah, that's like those fried potato. It's like Japanese hash browns. It's like mashed potato in the middle and it's battered.
So this place
Like how you said a croquette is a Japanese hash brown.
This place was founded in 1926. They sold meat products from Hugo Prefecture.
No, say it loud. No, say it like this. Say it like this.
My wife's half Asian. Give me a break. Kobe beef included for decades. So like
Kobe.
Kobe beef
Beef food.
was sold from this place for decades before adding these beef croquettes to the shelf in the years following World War II. But it wasn't until the early 2000s that these deep-fried potato and beef dumplings became an internet sensation, resulting in the ridiculously long wait that buyers now face. So like, we're talking, you order it right now and you gotta wait quite a fucking long time.
See, you know why this happens?
Why?
Because in Japan, they find the most complicated ways to do the simplest shit.
Really?
And the reason why things take forever is because they don't want to hire new people.
Yeah.
They keep it in the family, and then
So it's all in the right way.
it's handmade. You know.
It's the best shit though.
But they're like the diamond industry, where they build the hype, and then they refuse to change, so they control supply.
There we go. Dude, I waited a whole year and a half for a pair of boxing mitts that this old Japanese man makes.
Is it the hype?
It's called Winning.
Winning. I gave you a pair of the small ones. Yeah.
But it's a pair of mitts that I had to get custom made, and it took them a year and a half to make it, and it came from all the way from Kyoto.
Because I bet you they only have 3 employees that's been working there since the 80s.
Dude. But it's the best shit.
It's the best shit?
Floyd Mayweather gets all his shit from him.
You watch them go like this while you got knocked out.
Because you're winning.
But and I look at the gloves and I'm like, man, those are sweet.
Whoa, you sweet gloves.
We worked it.
He's just laying there going, oh man, these are great.
At least these are cool.
They have that too for fucking golf irons. They have like in Japan you get the most expensive golf irons. All of them are fucking handmade. You have to be like working at that company to be a specific like creator or artist that like makes them and like fine tunes them yourself, like weighs them out and everything like that. And take forever to make, and each club's like over $1,000.
You gonna get them?
Like same shit. Fuck no.
Yeah, you are.
Maybe one day. When Luna hits it, baby.
I don't know. You don't know what happened with Luna? Oh no. We'll talk later. We'll talk after. So they had to stop selling them in 2016 outright because the waiting time became over 14 years. Whoa. And they were thinking about stopping orders, but they got so many calls who were complaining about doing that they're like, fine, fuck it, we'll make a bigger list.
I wonder if the pre-sale is like $20. Because they're just potato croquettes.
They said at the time we raised the price to JPY 500, which is like
$5,
$3.25 Yeah. Or like between $3.50 and $4 with the consumption tax. And then, but since the export of Kobe beef begun, the price of beef have doubled, so that also hindered the production of the croquettes. But
you put like less than $5 down for a 30-year-old hold. Isn't that funny?
Like, just raise your prices more, dude. Yeah. The fuck?
Also,
get the pre-sales, man.
You would just forget about it by that time.
Oh, that's true. Or you might die.
Or you
Which
might
one's
die.
gonna die?
Who's gonna die before you even try it?
Which your kids can inherit your 30-year wait and they can eat it. So you're fucking securing these for your future,
That experience.
That is a dumb system.
right?
It's wild, dude. It's like NFL season tickets. Like your family's on the list, dude, for life.
But then we'll probably have beef 2 or 3.
Yeah.
How would you run it if that was your business? What's the?
I'd hire a ton of Chinese folks that could make it in 30 seconds because Chinese people are fast.
Right.
Japanese people are slow. They don't like fucking working, dude. They like take breaks too much.
Really?
Look at a sushi restaurant. They're only open for fucking lunch and dinner.
What kind of breaks do they take? Is it smoke breaks?
They're probably pounding like a bunch of alcohol and then a pack of cigarettes, and then they go, all right, now it's time to work.
So what is the story behind what makes Japanese restaurants have that closed gap?
Cleaning and prepping.
Fresh ingredients.
Yeah.
Oh, but how come
And then
it's,
they're
how come
like,
it's
what's
such
the
a
point?
Japanese thing? How come it's not like a...
I think it's like, what's the point of serving in the middle if all of your rushes are happening in these two times? And in the middle, you could just prep better. So then every single time...
Are they prepping though? Because I see every single time I try to go to a Japanese restaurant, I'm like, oh fuck, they're closing this time. I see the guys just like sleeping.
maybe sleeping.
Recharging.
Because that seems funny to me that if they're open in a Western culture place, that kind of... Wouldn't that be sort of counterproductive?
I don't know. Sushi restaurants are notorious for like doing their own thing, right? They're just like, you come into my house, I'm gonna just, that's where the omakase is. Like, it's like, what do you want? No. What do I want to make for you?
For some reason,
Pay me $220, I'm making you something. You don't know shit.
Okay.
You know?
I feel like when I see a Japanese restaurant that takes a little midday break, I go, oh, they're legit.
That's really
True. True. No, it's true.
Oh, they got some high quality shit.
Dude, so do you guys remember when the new Star Wars movie, the first one was coming out with like Harrison Ford back and all that stuff? And like there was like a guy who was terminally ill and he reaches out and he's like, hey, can I just see this shit because I'm not going to make it? And they like show him a bunch of footage and shit like that.
And then he dies.
And no, he thought it sucked. No, I'm kidding. No, but that's kind of like how this is for people. There's a guy who had cancer and he was on the wait list for this meat, these croquettes. And he reaches out to the restaurant and he's like, I just want you to know that you guys are getting me through my surgeries and through like what I'm going through because I'm so looking forward to having some of this shit. And they still didn't bump him up on the fucking list.
Yeah, dude, you gotta wait, bro.
Dude, rules are rules, man.
That's kind of what's up though.
Isn't that fucking hardcore?
That's high quality, dude.
It's kind of tight.
Number 500 on the list for a reason.
Well, maybe
sir.
they don't even want to give it to him at all because they're like, your taste buds are probably not.
No, or they're like, hey, let's not bump him up. Let's push him back so he lives longer for it.
That's good. That's motivation.
A lot of the high
Dies the
quality
next
like
day.
craftsmanship though is dying because of how labor intensive it is. So like they do a lot of stories about like how people maintain like let's say tofu making or soy sauce making or all these different OG crafts that are handmade. It's been in the family for like let's say over 100 years. Same family keeps it together and they pass it down, right? But the thing is modern society, so like instant. And like also the payoff sucks. So this tofu maker, he took over the business from his dad. He's already in his like early 60s, late 50s. His kids didn't want to take it. And he was showing the process. He has to wake up at like 4 in the morning, all this shit. He makes like a couple of blocks of tofu and he makes like 20 to 30 grand a year. And then he's like, yeah, obviously no one's gonna wanna do this. They're gonna wanna get an education and they could make double what I do working for a company. So he's like, why should people wanna continue the craftsmanship in Japan? So
It's for the love of the game.
that's one part of it, but then a lot of them, you know, the towns are getting deserted too. So there's a lot of ghost towns now because like they're also not repopulating enough. So like they're doing all like the craftsmanship is dying. So that's what sucks. Cause there's a lot of dope shit out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the families aren't taking it over.
It's like that one guy who knows how to machine a perfect sphere. Have you seen that dude?
No.
He said like it's like a family passed down skill. He can make a perfect sphere.
Out of what?
Metal or whatever the fuck. He just has this technique that it takes forever to learn it, but no one else wants to learn it from him because he's like, you could just make it with another machine in a second.
Well, no wonder the ancient aliens guys can't figure out that the ancient Egyptians couldn't make a fucking sphere. There's no way to do it with machine tooling. You couldn't do it.
But he did it with his hand.
Yeah, this guy's like, I could teach people, and then they're like, oh, that's so hard.
Yeah,
I'll just build a machine.
yeah, that's
that'll make
literally
one.
that's literally what it is.
Innovated out of a job.
Yeah, but that's everything. It's like
Yeah.
blacksmithing for a lot of
Yeah.
things. There's like tons of things you can't make anymore by hand because it's like why, you know?
And in how long?
Blacksmithing is
is
cool though, you know.
It is cool. There are
hard.
still dudes, but like blacksmithing itself has like 50,000 different ways to make shit, and not
Yeah.
all of them are still around. Like, very few of them are, right?
Dude, what a bummer. Imagine you spent your whole life trying to make the perfect sphere, but no one's like,
Well, that's why
gives a shit.
that's why it breaks their heart when their next of kin is not interested, because that's the only person that might have done it. And if they're just like, I want to go be a doctor. No! But the sphere!
It won't live on.
There was another cool dying art. So you know those plastic food displays that they have at like Japanese restaurants?
Oh, yeah,
You walk
yeah.
up. This guy makes a bunch of dope ones, right? But like, no one's buying them anymore.
plastic.
Plastic, like you know when you see those ramen bowls or like curry rice bowls, and it's like all plastic food art.
But they look good.
Yeah, they look good.
Like,
And
we can make this into a refrigerator magnet. Like, that's probably the only thing else you can do with that.
yeah, but no one's doing that shit or like buying it anymore as much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Do you guys want to end on that?
Yeah.